Welcome, I'll be reacting to Candyman. I am vaguely familiar with it because I've seen the new movie that recently came out. I covered it for the newspaper. I loved it. I thought the concept was really neat because a lot of times in horror movies it's just kind of this monstrous being coming after people. But in this case, he really had a reason to be doing it, and it was more, "You have failed this city.
You have failed this city."
I see the character more as an anti-hero. Yes, he's violent, but he has a reason to be, and he's helping people who have no one else to help them. That may just be the modern film, so I'm curious about what this earlier version will be. I thought the concept was just fascinating. This is not a market substitute. Support the original.
She decides that
A mirror. Uh-oh.
that she's gonna give Billy.
It's Jockster! Any Xena fans out there? Okay.
Candyman.
Don't do it.
Candyman.
Don't do it.
Candyman.
Go downstairs. I have a surprise for you.
The surprise will be she doesn't make it downstairs. Yep.
What he saw turned his hair white from shock.
I love the music. It's so haunting and beautiful.
Living in the dark.
Modern oral folklore. They are the unself-conscious reflection of the fears of urban society.
Creepy professor, check.
Dashing professor.
The lovely wife.
How you know everybody? Creme de la creme, Harold, Diane, Dan, Stacy.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really think.
No, of course not.
Good, I should hope not.
I don't know. You weren't exactly discouraging it either.
He looked in the mirror and he said, "Candyman, Candyman, Candyman."
Don't say it.
Cabrini Green.
Oh, here we go.
So Ruthie called 911, and she said there's somebody coming through the walls. And they didn't believe her. But when they finally got there, she was dead.
I think there was a flashback, quick overview of this in the new film, and there was something about her saving a baby.
That's not Cabrini Green. That's this building, Lincoln Village.
It is a nice apartment. She must be really rich.
The killer, or killers, they don't know which, smashed their way through the back of this cabinet.
Psychic.
That's not funny.
Oh, that was me.
Candyman, Candyman,
No.
Candyman, Candyman,
Don't do it.
Candyman.
Oh, no. Oh, that got me. I bet he was with Stacy. Someone's prepared. I'm just loving this music. It's amazing. I had a jacket like that. So 90s. Graffiti is such a gorgeous art form. It does not get enough credit.
Well, we found it. Let's go. Wait a second.
Oh, she's gonna go in. Yeah, I knew it. It's hard to resist.
I'm just gonna go through. And when I get back, we're out of
You
here.
gotta be kidding.
Yeah, I would totally do that too.
Give me the camera.
We got 5 minutes.
Okay, 5.
Oh no, there goes the 5 again. Don't go too far though. Oh wow. Oh, what a moment to run out of film. Candy? With razor blades. Yeah. See, this is why you go through into the opening, because it's scarier waiting here on the outside than being in there.
My baby. Come on.
Oh, here's the baby.
So you say you're doing a study?
He's a beautiful little boy.
And he's all I got.
And he's going to turn into a great artist. It's so interesting kind of coming at this backwards.
I'm sorry.
Because I know all about the baby.
The legend first appeared in 1890.
Not sure going back alone was the best idea.
But you're crazy walking here on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the party.
I remember the bonfire was important.
She hears her voice screaming.
Did Candyman do this?
At least knock first.
Hello?
Ugh. This is it. Oh. Oh my. No, that's not him. He still has a hand.
Well, you found him.
No, that's not him.
Number 5, step forward and say the line.
Of course it's number 5.
A bad man took his name so he could scare us.
Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean the real one isn't out there. I still don't trust him.
Whereas a white woman goes in there and gets attacked and they lock the place down.
Yeah, I know.
Be careful. You need to pay attention in parking lots. Always be very aware when you're walking to your car. Every woman knows that. You can tell a man wrote this part.
Helen.
Here's the real deal.
Yes?
But you doubted me.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
No need to leave yet.
Oh my. Oh my. No one's gonna believe Candyman hypnotized her. At least she got a shower.
I would like to make a phone call.
He's like with Stacy or something.
Which means I'm afraid they're shooting for murder 1, but I don't think they have a chance.
Hmm. Also, where were you last night?
Can I get you anything?
Yeah, an explanation of where you were.
Where were you last night?
I was here. I was fast asleep. I thought you were with Bernadette.
Mm-mm. I like how their bookcase is kind of disorganized with various stacks. It shows that they're really proper readers. It's not a Pinterest bookcase. There's someone else there. She's going to see him. Yep.
Keep away from me!
I have the child. Allow me to take you, or he will die in your place.
Bernadette! Go! Helen!
They're going to think she did it again, which she might have, because Candyman kind of seems to influence people into doing things. I would say so far this one is leaning more into the slasher, and the new one is more in the lore.
Now, for the past month.
Month?
Yes. We've been stabilizing you on a heavy dosage of Thorazine.
No one's going to believe her.
I know one thing, that no part of me, no matter how hidden, is capable of that.
I can call him
Oh no.
Candyman.
You're mine now. Tonight our congregation shall witness a new miracle.
You better get out that window. Because she still wants to save the baby. Going home is too obvious, though. And it's been a month. I knew it.
Trevor, you were all I had left.
They will all abandon you.
Well, that's what humans do. Yeah, she's going after the baby. But it's been a month. Has he been taking care of him? We saw that tiny glimpse earlier. I know the baby will be fine because he grows up. The original.
And he shall be unharmed.
Ow. It's fascinating how it's like, is this real? Is it not real? All the time. Really gets in your head.
It was always you, Helen. It was always you.
The bonfire scene, I think that's what's coming up. She got the baby out somehow. It is so surreal seeing this reversed because it was like a legend in the newer film.
He's here.
I knew you'd come.
Mm-hmm.
We must be on our way now. We are already dead.
Oh. Oh, wow. Here's the scene. But he'd be back. Beautiful embalming job. Those are expensive flowers, too. Oh. Oh my. That is a white shirt. And you know what that means in horror movies. Oh, now you're feeling guilty? Is he gonna say her name 4 more times? Uh-oh.
Helen.
2 more.
Helen.
1 more. Yep.
What's the matter, Trevor? Scared of something?
Mm-hmm. I want to look back at the flashback legend kind of scene from the new one now that I've seen the original and have more context.
Came down to Cabrini a few times, you know, asking questions, taking pictures of graffiti, people. And then, one day, she just snaps. She beheaded a Rottweiler. By the time the police show up, she's in one of the apartments doing snow angels in a pool of blood.
Okay. Bullshit. I call bullshit. There's no way she killed a Rottweiler.
Yeah, this is extra even for you. If there are articles written about this, look it up. But she escapes almost immediately. She goes on a rampage, leaving a trail of bodies in her wake. And then, the baby of one of the residents is abducted on the night of the annual bonfire with all of the residents of Cabrini watching. Helen arrives with a sacrificial offering. Baby in her arms, she runs towards the fire, but they're on her quick. They say she was in a fugue state, fighting back blindly.
Not exactly what happened. See, this is interesting, seeing like how the legend is different.
And walks right into the fire. And it's on that spot that she dies. Burns to death, right in the middle of Cabrini Green. Is my rosé still in the freezer?
That is really interesting because we just saw that scene And obviously it's very different than how he is telling it, because it's like been retold so many times as a mythology piece of urban legend.
Candyman is how we deal with the fact that these things happened. That they're still happening. Get some rest, young blood. You'll feel better in the morning. We need Candyman.
Because this time, he'll be killing their fathers, their babies, their sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Tell everyone.
I have to admit, after seeing both of them, I prefer the new one. It's absolutely a masterpiece. The old one was great. I mean, the camera work and so forth. But the new one... This was a really interesting experience. It was a lot like watching the original Star Wars and then watching the prequels. Because you have a general idea of what's going to happen. But actually seeing it take place is just a whole nother level. The main actress was incredible. The way we watched her slowly become more and more entranced by the story until she started becoming it herself. I can see how the original was much more influenced by Dracula and his kind of mesmerizing sway over beautiful women. They even mentioned him, so I think that that was kind of the inspiration for it, like a really modern retelling of it at the time. And then the 2021 version just took it to a whole new level, in my opinion. I absolutely adored that one, especially all the artwork and the way the shadow puppet kind of a feel of explaining the original story. And to come back in and see it and see the differences, it's really just all part of the big legend backdrop of how people tell these stories, and they kind of take on a life of their own. And are they real? Are they not? You know, what are the urban legends in your area? Where did they originate? Have they kind of come to life because people believe in them? Because there's that philosophy of if enough people believe a story, it takes form. And that's been seen in so many horror films and fantasy and science fiction. I'm trying to think if there's anything in my area that comes to mind. Alcatraz has some wild stories associated with it. I haven't been out there since I was a kid on school trips, so I don't remember a whole lot other than it was somewhat creepy, but that's true of any abandoned buildings. I'd really have to go back and get a sense for the place. There's a movie about the Charman. Interesting. It looks like Camp Comfort has all kinds of crazy urban legends associated. Murderous bride, the works. You could go camping there. Not sure why you'd want to. There's also the Lady of Stowe Lake. That one has very different origin stories associated with it. All we know is that there's a woman, her baby drowned, and then she drowned. Some people think it fell overboard in a boat ride. Other people think that it was in a pram that just kind of rolled off into the lake. Who knows? But it's one of those women in white situations where you have to be really careful if you see her, what you say.
All right, so if we're dealing with a woman in white, Dad would have found the corpse and destroyed it.
She might have another weakness.
Sutro seems to have all kinds of wild stuff going on. Post in the comments anything interesting in your area. Would you ever camp at Camp Comfort? Overall, this was a really interesting film. Very well done.